Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bailey Reserve, Clarence Gardens. My name, as always, is Dave Webb. If I would be allowed, I'd just like to take a little bit of time before we start. This is the first time that I've been back here since, unfortunately, we lost Serge Nakamenko too early. Now, obviously, if you are affected by any issues like that, then there is help everywhere. I'd also like to point you towards the Rugby Union SA Facebook page. Wellbeing SA is doing has a survey on there that we need to look at. It's all about suicide prevention, and I think 75% of lives lost in SA through suicide are men. And the reason I wanted to say this, and if you are listening to this and you are affected by it, the chances are that you are, because unfortunately we have lost too many friends and colleagues and players over the last couple of years, and I very nearly was part of that statistic, and the reason that I came out of that and the reason that I survived that was thanks to my family within the rugby union community. The first two people who helped me after my attempt were Chris Sweet and Andrew Hanrahan from Port Adelaide Rugby, and I will forever be indebted to them. But just to let you know, there is light at the other end of the tunnel. Please speak to somebody. Get online, do that survey. We do miss Serge, and I wish he was here. But we have a wonderful replacement. And I've brought in Jack Johns, who unfortunately is injured at the moment. But welcome to the commentary booth for your debut, Jack.
Yep, good to be here. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm pretty excited.
And as usual, Pete Cross is here. You messaged me like 4 days out.
I don't know if it was 4 days out. I think it was yesterday. Just I got a little nervous that I may not get the opportunity again after the bit of the mic takeover from the Brighton Old Coals game. But thank you, and great message earlier, Dave.
We had a conversation, didn't we, before the Brighton Old Coals game, and I think the first words out of my mouth were, "You can't over-egg the pudding." So I'm allowed as much hyperbole as I want. Thank you very much.
I spent most of the game trying to understand that little.
You can't over-egg the pudding. Be as good as you want. Great day for rugby, Jack. I bet you wish you were out there. I know, Crossy, have you been out already? Did you play Thursday?
No, I'm also suffering from an injury, so I just got to coach today, which was good for the
just the old and the broken up here at the moment.
Yeah, the old and broken, head knock, leg knock here. So
but absolutely perfect day for rugby. It's overcast. Hopefully the rain will
stay away.
There's a little bit of a boggy patch. You can just see it on your screen there.
What's that about, Jack?
Is that a sprinkler head?
That's a broken sprinkler head.
Yeah, there we go. It's usually the
baseball mound.
Yeah, pretty much.
Other than that, it seems really nice underfoot out there. It's that wonderful, for us at least, it's that wonderful level where top's a little bit slippy, but underneath is nice and firm. So anyone who's only got the one pair of boots, and they're the boots for Australia, you might see a little bit of Torval and Deaning today. Yeah. Is that reference too old for you, Jack?
Harry Houdini.
Torval and Dean.
Torval and Dean, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
they were ice skaters, mate.
Oh, okay. Nah, yeah, past my time.
You just have to be careful with your references when you bring Generation Y in.
Well, the viewers might pick up on it, Dave. No, it is. It makes a pitch like this. The tackles, they slide for a bit longer. The tries, a bit of extra slide.
Just having that slick top is really good fun. Now, I've got the lineups early. Thank you very much to the managers from both sides. I've got them early in all surnames, so well done, gentlemen. I'm going to petition Rugby Union South Australia to get my own award at the end of the year at the Don Smith Medal Night, just for best manager for broadcasting. Old Coles guy is slightly in the lead at the moment, but all of them are great. But just looking at outs, and I think you have to look at old Collegians and say, that's that lineup. It's the first time you've seen it for a while, but there's no Nut there. There's no Rockerborough there. There's no Sadler there.
No.
I mean, there is Ormsby and Golding, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in different colours than we've seen them over the last couple of years. As far as South, really, there's only we've only got Isoa in today, so one of the Rock and I brothers is out.
Sarve's no longer playing this year.
Oh, is he taking a year off?
Yeah, he's gone into the fighting career, unfortunately.
I mean, does he not know he can do both?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But
interesting decision to go with white shorts this year from South.
Yeah, I think it's the big 75th year.
So they've gone back to the original.
They've gone back for the old.
The laundry is not going to be very much fun this week.
I don't know who's got the do the shirts and shorts this week, but unlucky to them.
Kia ora to Ryan Alt, watching from New Zealand. It's good to have you with us. I think we had people from all over the world when I did it last week. We had South Africa and the UK. I'll turn my phone down, let's do that. And but I'm looking forward to this because, there's been some upset results this year. I heard through the grapevine that you were up and about at half-time against Brighton.
Yep, very much so. I actually can't remember the first grade game. I wasn't there last week. I was in hospital.
Right.
Yeah, yep. So that's how my Saturday was last week. But
certainly for South, it's looking right through the grades. It's been a very hot contested second grade match. Just lucky for first. For the twos to pick that up for old Collegians, but otherwise there's a good numbers out, it seems, right across the grades you guys have here.
Yeah, the one thing, I did have a chat with Rob Sadler before the game as we are underway. Bully Ruaroo will take the first one. Nice to see him moving further forward as he gets through the autumn of his career. Bulla Vanaka to the viewers in Fiji. There is Iso. A short ball is intercepted.
Brian's
that is
going.
not the start that they want.
look at that.
And Old Cole's a gifted one early.
That has to be the quickest try, surely.
And that's
30
Brian
seconds.
Chan, on
Brian
debut
Chan.
for first grade.
great start. Absolutely gifted. Because they were on the way south. And looking at that backsline, it is very dangerous backsline in the green and red. But that's not the way you want to start, Jack.
No, not at all. Nah, that's oh well. We'll get back to it.
It will be all right.
Just absolutely gifted. I'm not sure. The short ball was on there. If the short ball had happened, it would have gone the other direction. But Brian Chan with his first touch in first grade rugby.
Not someone we've seen. Tell us about him.
Nope. Look, I don't know much about him, to be honest myself. He actually just popped up just sort of halfway through, started training. I think he comes and goes with work, but he absolutely goes bananas in the training sessions. So he played twos last week, picked up a couple of tries, and here he is now on the wing. And
gifted another one. Beautiful.
There you go. Smart head on him.
Yeah, absolutely love those stories where people just popping up and surprises out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely adore those stories. So we'll reset and South will kick off and just forget that one, you would think and hope.
Redo. Luke on the kick. Usually it's Huds, but he's injured, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw him with the strapping on the knee. That's a good kickoff.
Oh.
Brave by Hose, good. Comes down with it. Long way down for the big fella. Good from Stanojevic. Big, strong bull of a boy, Steven Stanojevic. Isoa now not trusting his pass in traffic. And they will come to this near side. Sagari trying to find a way through. Joel Wiggett, who's been a revelation over the last couple of years. Stanojevic will not take a step backwards. Happy to do that hard yards all day. Isoa again will send it into midfield.
Ernie.
Big Craig Earnshaw trying to find a way through, and the continuity from the green and red. It's looking good at the moment. Mr. Gunning is our man in the middle, and I think he could have chosen from about 4 penalties for that one.
Yeah, just a bit of laziness at the ruck there, not rolling away from the Collegians.
Yeah, and it looked like they were in the side, and helpfully from the South crowd as well. There was losing the feet as well. I think there was a number of penalties they could have taken on that one, Pete.
Bit slippery.
Like I said before.
Yep.
That's it, just slipped over, not rolling away, accidental.
Just couldn't get
not
the
at
traction.
all trying to slow down
couldn't get the traction he needed to try and get away. It's Six not holding his weight, having another couple of goes at it.
I see Macca on the wing.
There's been some, and Rob Sadler is in.
Yeah, there we go.
He's
filling into it.
He's gone into a 10. I think he's just going to sort of slot himself where he wants to go, I think.
As a coach would.
They're away again, and Brodie Porter, again, they seem to come to life when we bring our cameras here. Rowe, trying to find a way through. Nice to see him healthy.
Good to have him back.
Wiggett, flat ball again, trying to find a way through and get some get the offload away. Not there, but they are in the red zone. They are building. I saw a flat ball again.
Tom Wiggett.
This Tom Wiggett, the
younger brother.
The younger of the two.
Brother, yep.
Again, that's really messy from Old Coles. Got to be careful there. It's 2 red zone penalties, as they are helpfully informed by the crowd, Pete.
We have an injured player out there in the middle. Your inside centre, Jack. Is that?
The 13. No, it's not Heaney. I think that's a late change.
Renuku. Oh, I actually don't know his last name. That's pretty poor
Mac's
of me.
still wearing the number 13 game.
New to the club?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12 is Renuku.
Yeah, he's new to
Got
the
the
club.
peroxided top. Is that right? Peroxided hairdo. He's rocking it above this out of that headgear.
Yeah, loves his bleach blonde.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's
a strong look, that one.
Yeah. It's scary when he's running at you with that headgear as well. It's he's a bit of a weapon.
He's got some legs on him. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
First line out of the day, and
it's lost.
Stolen by Old Cole. Smedley under a lot of pressure. We'll give it to Chand. What can he do for
here he goes again.
He's going to go. He skips across the buggy pot, has chips inside, and Bartlett will send it on. They have numbers. Oh, it's just not there.
Unlucky.
Look of absolute desperation on his face. As soon as he gave the pass, he knew it. But they have got numbers. They are on the front foot. Smedley puts the ball to boot. Will find it. It will skip towards the in goal. McKinney is back there. Will drop on it. Does very, very well. Now he needs the support and gets it from Asoa. And they can try and settle down. Oh, well, there we go. I've just got a little bit of inside information. The number 12, apparently, is in a relationship with the one and only Emmy Yates.
Oh, yes.
But I tell you what, Chand, I like the skip over the bog. I'm not going to be slowed down. There we go.
And he's pulled up a bit sore, maybe from skipping over the bog.
Yeah, just overextended himself. Bartlett with good support. And then they just ran out of salad eaters, didn't they?
Andrew Burgess is normally a centre. He's been playing too long in the forward pack now.
Yeah, he's moving forward. You can see the look on his face.
And probably the dummy was on as well. He'll rue that opportunity.
Do you know what? And I mean this with the greatest respect. Those are the ones where you just have too many choices.
Too much time.
Too many choices. Exactly. You need to stop thinking at that point. Well, he's back up and running, so he's
hobbling,
on.
hopefully. What a start to the game he's had.
Very good start.
Put the jersey on the back and said, "This is mine."
Yep.
Ranaku is up and about as well still. That's certainly from a 12 point of view. It's a heavyweight battle with Bartlett taking him on.
Out.
Here is Bartlett, takes on the line, cops one high. Blindsided though, so they're okay. Kutza tries to find a way through. Returning back to Bailey Reserve. I think he's been away long enough now. But the boys from Clarence Gardens have long memories.
Yep, yeah, he was good at South.
Man and ball for Ormsby, but he does well. Been shifted out to the centres.
Great line.
Really good line. Good hit as well. Not sure that he finished it as well as he could have done. They're off again. Monfries, short ball again to Golding. Golding shakes away a couple and he's hit by 2 in the midfield and they're away again. Near side, Sadler delays the give. Gives it to Ryan. Ryan will go over the 22. Monfries again. Now looks into the midfield. And again, there's that solid brick wall. And the drop. Ho's good.
Great line running from Old Collegians, running in those short angles.
Line. No quarter asked.
And then
no
finishing
quarter
then.
given. Here's your line.
Ho's good. Actually gave him a nice ball this time on the offload, but they haven't.
Wiggett read it early.
Yeah, he did well. But Hugh Scott, who's new to the club, from country New South Wales, I believe. He's got that farmer's strength.
Came off the boundary fence now, and that's he's gone. Chander's gone. And we are seeing...
That's unfortunate.
Ben Villion has taken his spot. That is unfortunate. Don't jump the mud.
The new Phantom?
You know, just got to go through it.
Just got to go through it.
Yep.
The original Phantom obviously being Jake Keary from Port Adelaide. I get in trouble every time I call Ben Villion the Phantom. He's the old Coles Phantom. Scrum going backwards a little bit. It's a good pick-up, but he's away. Has support on his outside. Now he's away. Isoa will look for support. Kutza does very, very well. Support is there, though, and the Old Coles are coming back. Earnshaw Out onto this near side, and they're away again. Cooter makes
again,
two very important tackles.
Very nice.
Liam McDonough got there to get hands on, and he's found himself on the wrong side and on the floor, but the ball is available, and South find themselves in familiar territory. That's a big hit.
Very big hit.
Rockenai kind of isolated at the moment. Does the good thing and steps back. Isoa again will find Stanojevic. Always takes a couple's attention. Step off the right. Trying to suck in more of the Old Coles defenders. The Old Coles disciplined at the moment, though. Sagari will try and find a way through. Wiggett with the quick ball. He's got enough of him, I think.
There was a good wrap
Looked
on.
untidy, but I think he got enough arms.
And there's a counter ruck opportunity.
Decent counter ruck by Ormsby. Trying to find a way through. Is
Ashby
Ashby! Ashby will get there!
Ashby scored on
Ashby will score!
Good play running the whole field.
What is it when they go the whole field?
They go on the whole
Crossy?
way.
Oh, it's coast to coast, potatoes and
Coast to coast.
toast.
There you go.
That's the one.
I was going to steal it off him, but you just can't. Smart running by Ashby.
It could.
Yeah.
It had kind of. South looked like they'd kind of run out of options there after a few phases. But
Yeah,
a jumped the ruck and.
Yeah, he's done well.
Timmy Dawes doesn't agree. But this is the aftermath of the first try-saving tackle, as it was. Ken Golden will want that one back. So Isoa on his outside. We talked about this before and got me in trouble last time. I like the fact that Isoa is
lovely
looking.
Tackle.
Great tackle from Coutts. So that's the first one. And if he misses that, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then down here, we had another breakaway from Gunnar Sakara. And he makes another try-saver.
Yeah. It's all over the place, old Tristan.
I mean, you would think as well that, coming back here, regardless, like we said, I mean, South Australian rugby has a memory like an elephant.
Very much so.
Swapping clubs is a rarity, isn't
it
it?
is.
We all get shocked, don't we, when it happens?
It's a big shock.
John Mokomoko will still be dealing with it.
Yeah.
So I think he always raises his game. That one's just going to drift away to the right. Grebenshikov. So here's the other one. It's Gunnar Sakara gets away. And there's support inside as well.
This one on the other shoulder.
Lots of people would get stepped with that. So Coutts does very, very well. Pete Cross commentary is on point. Thanks, Shane. What are we?
Oh, thank you, Shane.
What's me and Jack here, mate?
That's me and Shane. A bit of a beer swapping setup at the moment. So
okay.
That's how you get those sort of comments. Thank you, Shane.
Bully Rua again.
My vocabulary is
we'll give you beer for positive comments.
Yeah.
Another short ball. Jeez, he's getting through some work in the midfield. He's
offloaded.
Love this modern tradition that Celts have got at the moment.
Hot footy.
Oh, he's missed him again. He's going to keep it in. He's danced the touchline. Now he's in trouble. Oh, my word, he got the offload away. Will he get there? Yes, he will.
Very nice try.
Wonderful inside ball. Renuku will score it, but take your hat off, ladies and gentlemen, to Gunnar Sakara.
Very nice pass from
Benvillion out of position there.
He danced down the touchline, and I thought he'd burnt it.
Yeah.
I thought he'd done too much.
Sidestep to offload.
Tristan again.
That's good. Very nice.
But he's read it. He's predicted I'm probably going to be tackled.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop it up nicely for you, mate. Lovely.
Lucky it's a bit wet.
That's that extra slide you get.
That extra half a yard. Yep. I thought he'd burnt him. I thought he'd held on for that too long. But just going back to something that I said in the build-up to the try, I'm loving this modern tradition of South at the moment, where they're a little bit more patient. They look over the shoulders a little bit more. They look for support, but it is still helter-skelter, reins are off, runaway horse rugby at times.
Yeah, exactly right. I think, Chris, that's what he is looking for this year. But, just noticed Maddie on the field with a shirt with my face on it.
And the kick is gone.
Very nice kick.
The crowd told the touch judges what they wanted. Well,
12-7.
That's almost quarter of an hour gone on the Wojtek scoreboard. It's certainly not I mean, we don't have a rugby tipping competition, but you wouldn't have thought, please don't take this the wrong way, Jack, that many people would have tipped South Wales, but so far they've looked like the better side so far.
You can almost say that.
Coles haven't had a huge amount of ball.
But these guys haven't played each other yet and haven't seen too much of each other. I mean, Old Coles has had one telecasted game. South's not at all. This is the first time, so it's the modern, thanks to Spacequake being able to telecast rugby, we get a bit of an insight.
Yes.
The only local sport that is live and free and not behind a paywall.
Which for coaching committees, it's a wonder because you get to have a little bit of a sneak peek.
Yeah.
But otherwise, they haven't played each other yet, so I'm expecting a bit of hopefully it starts to rain tries. Actually, we might get a really entertaining game of rugby today.
Yeah, really looking forward to it.
Got 3, and we're only 15 minutes in.
Well, solid scrum from South, and again they will look to build from here. Big gap, and they're away again through the middle, and sees Scott on the receiving end of a don't argue, but he did. He's going to do well to get away with that. That was almost parallel. But we're playing rugby, and again Rock and I into the middle, and Mac Heaney. There's no way he was behind him. Mac Heaney has gone with the modern trend of the mullet.
It's best mullet on the field, I think.
Who are we blaming for the mullet? Are we blaming Tex? I heard Tex's name
as the ages ago, though.
The originator of the new modern mullet.
I think in a way, I blame the Kiwis. I think we had the mullet in the 80s, and then they liked it, kept it as an everyday haircut.
Yeah, exactly right.
I thought
and now they've somehow become trendsetters because they never stopped wearing them.
I genuinely thought we'd managed to confine the mullet to the Room 101, but
it's coming back, the mullet.
It is coming
back.
It
is. You see it even in the juniors.
Yeah.
Little attackers running around in flowing mullets.
Fortunately, neither of my children are interested.
They'll get on your back soon.
No, they've been told, in no uncertain terms, they lose all electronics privileges if they start talking about mullets. So Old Coles with the lineup. A good one again. Monfreese will find Sadler into midfield.
Scott.
Oh, it's just...
Big hits everywhere.
It's going to be a big afternoon for those two, you feel. Sadler again to Coutser. Rowe will return the favour to Coutser with an absolute textbook tackle. Monfreese, a little bit of a hospital ball. Bully Rua saw that coming an absolute mile off. Ball is out. Rock and I almost snaffled it, but a little knock on. Tell you what, Bully Rua moving forward into the second row, and he's timed that absolutely perfectly. But loving the rebirth of him. You would have said 2 years ago his career was in the autumn and he was going down the grades, second and third grade, playing on the ring, and he's moved into the back row last year and now finds himself in second row in an absolute renaissance for the man from Fiji.
Good to see the Wiggett brothers back on the field again. Funny to see a little bit.
Joel Wiggett, I absolutely adore the Joel Wiggett story and seeing him play A grade. Monfreese, Sadler again. This time Bartlett decides he wants to go. Decides to run at shoulders rather than straight at the man mountain and inside centre. Sadler will pop it up inside to Graham. And he's lost that forward. But the Joel Wiggett story, though, it goes back to, remember, our under-15 tour on the coach.
The coach.
God, I got in trouble for that. He was right on the cusp, so he was just too old to play under-15s and ended up having to go to under-17s.
Yep.
And was genuinely worried about, because it was junior gold and we were going to New South Wales, and he was a little bit worried about how he was going to deal physically. Because he was only just, it's not Sadler, it's Smedley, thank you. He was only just too old. And we had a chat with him and we said, well, look, this is where you're going to cut your teeth. And from that moment on, he's never looked back.
South to run it, I'd say. Yep.
And that one's left behind by Rowe. Not a bad choice. Apologies to Rob Smedley. I always seem to get his name wrong. There is a Rob Sadler who plays rugby league in the UK.
Well, Will Sadler's old man is Rob Sadler.
Yeah, so I know there's a Rob Sadler, and that's why I always get him messed up.
Actually, funnily enough, Will Sadler is Robert Sadler.
Oh.
Did a bit of a name change.
Name change.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had 2 in a row. Wesley Billett wasn't happy.
You know, he made sure he went direct to you and then to
yeah.
me. Thanks for your input, Wes.
Make sure. And here we are, Sadler setting. He's got Ormsby move at 12, and we're gone blind.
Well, they've got Villion if they want him. Can Villion get there? Can he finish? The rangy Antelope will pass it inside, and it's intercepted. Oh, you just got to pin your ears back, Ben. He could have fallen over and reached.
Yeah, you're right.
He's tall enough.
South will look to exit. It's not going to make
ugly
it, I don't
kick.
think. And Coots is going to have a chance to counter-attack when it finally sits down. That was absolutely fine. Oh, he's got away with it. Now Will Straighten gets himself a little bit isolated, but the navy and red gets there eventually. Oh, man and ball again, and Rock'n'Eye this time.
He's run 10 metres for that.
Loves the contact as a big fella. Smedley to Golding, and geez, they're not stepping back today, Souths. Whether they can keep that up for 80 minutes. Smedley to Dawes. First real action we've seen from the venerable Tim Dawes. You almost feel that Old Coles just want to pump the brake pedal a little bit and get some composure back. Inside ball to Ryan. Isoa had hands on, and it's turned over again. Just a little bit isolated, then it's kicked out the back. Whistle comes for a penalty. I think you just wanted to see. I mean, you're talk about advantage, and you talk about.
We'll have a look at this.
But because open play back there, that's an advantage for South.
Yeah,
that's what they want.
Yeah,
I don't understand, Villion. Just finish that.
Finish it. Yeah.
Could have been a nice dive.
And he's
slide.
One of the tallest blokes out there as well.
I thought he was there. An excellent defence from South. Never give up.
And that's not out.
Kicking out of hand today, Crossy is going to be an interesting proposition. Ormsby.
That's a good
Speaking
guard. Space.
Villion now is trying to make up for that last one, but it'll skip away.
Good territory play from Collegians.
I'm just trying to see where this turnover comes.
There's a little.
I think it's the next. Just gets himself a bit isolated. No, is it this one?
Oh,
there's that hit. He came from a long way back. How's his discipline been this year?
Better, a lot better. Yeah. Been really cracking down on the
big wake up call
massive
for him last year. You would think.
Yeah, he's been a good boy this year. From what I can remember, I've been concussed more than I've played. So,
well, look after yourself. That is.
Oh, stolen line out, stolen back.
Well, Coles have turned it over now. Smedley trying to find a way through. Monfreese will get there. They are parity out this side, so it's just going to be a skill level.
Numbers.
Bartlett steps back inside. Oh, wow. Steps back inside. War one. Big tough boy, though. So he'll be fine. Inch by inch, they get closer and closer and closer. Again, solid defense. That's the 5 meter line you can see there. Ryan will have a look. He gets close. He's
close.
Over.
If he can get that down.
I don't think he has. That is last ditch defense. Sagari managed to get himself underneath it. I think that's awareness again. I mean, he's over the line.
If he just got held on that side and he's trying to roll
trying
that
to
way,
up.
and now I'll
right
try and
there.
roll back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, Bully Rua was involved in that tackle. Who's the one underneath? Did we see him get up?
Bully's lost his headgear.
I saw it out in the midfield.
It was in midfield. It's been got by, I think, the T carrier. You don't want to wear headgear when the cameras are here anyway.
Yeah, I've got to wear one now. So.
Oh, mate, don't. You get hot as hell in those things. It'll knock you out, but just like cooking your brain.
Yeah, a bit of padding. I've got South colours as well, so.
That'll help protect it.
Exactly.
Fun
exactly
little
right.
battle between Monfries and Wiggett. And South
big
now
scrum,
getting the
jeez.
score moving backwards. Get it away, though, to Smedley. Out the back to McDonough.
Oh, great contact.
Good contact, and Isoa again almost gets hands on. They go quickly. Smedley, Coutser, met by Rowe. Manages to win it, though, inside the 5 again, and Isoa's got hands on again. Doesn't beat the clean out. Now they do get
he's
there.
got that.
Now they get over the line. They're asking the question. They're going to talk.
Have a look. This is where we need to beam down the video.
Yeah, we'll see whether
So
it looked good on first watch for mine. It looked good. I know you said he dropped it.
No, I went try, obviously.
Oh, I thought it was a knock on.
Oh, he's
there
got
it
it.
is, the knock on.
Oh, harsh. I mean, Chris Chips Butler
So let's
watches a
have a
lot of
look.
rugby league. He's pretty good at these slam dunk tries.
That's a wonderful contact again. That's going to be a lovely little battle between the two fullbacks.
Good look, because
Isoa again gets hands on here. He just can't beat the clean out.
Have a look here.
So
There's
that's
a
Barlow
pick
that goes.
and scores.
It looks good for mine.
Yeah.
And scores.
Makini was absolutely
Well, there you go.
sure of it.
Yeah.
There you go. A bit of that action.
It looked good for mine. It's a big exit play. The last one wasn't too pretty. Isoa will.
I love the confidence, though, of South just to have that first run carry first before the exit. How's the kick? It's
Better.
not a lot of distance, but
It's
22,
away.
22, yep. That's a confident team when they're just happy to have that initial exit play, a bit of a carry, steady the ship, and then gives the kicker a lot more time.
Bit of a change up. Luke, usually not fullback.
Yeah, it's normally Sam Rowe, isn't it? But
It's been Isoa. Huds has been playing 10, but
the injuries
Injuries.
force the shuffle. Madly.
Space.
Short ball again. Coutser
Very good
away
ball.
this time. Can he get to the corner? Yes, he can.
and
Great try.
not a
Great
knock on.
try. He's been in some absolute blistering form.
Speaking of the long memory, there's one Souths fan who's not happy with it being Coutser.
Cuts through, beats one, and just he's been in blistering form. Actually,
Good
scored
finish.
a try
Great
off the
finish.
Scored a try off the kickoff last week. It was pretty well. Just got so much pace.
We had half an eye on the reserve grade game, and that was an absolute barnstormer. It was just a shootout.
It was
Yes.
yeah. Forget defence. Let's score tries.
Yeah, I mean,
And we'll wait to the final whistle to see who got more.
if
pretty
rugby
much.
games were directed by John Woo, that would be it. So if we get more of the same, I'm more than happy with that.
Yeah, well,
looking
both
good
teams
so
are going
far.
to go home with the at least the 4-point bonus for tries.
And it's really
The,
interesting because we
1
talked. I don't feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, I don't feel like this is because of bad defence. It's almost like people are just running out of.
Good lines. People are running good
Yeah.
hard lines,
Really good
cutting
lines.
through.
Especially Old Coles running really good lines.
But even then, Souths on their tries, just shifting it wide quickly, recognising
Yeah.
space and shifting it wide. So it's the recognition of where space is. There space through the middle, or is there space out wide? And
Yeah.
Souths is finding space out wide. Tristan, although he scored in the corner, kind of broke through the middle,
Yeah.
broke through
Yeah.
inside McKinney to then go back outside again.
We have seen a lot of good lines through the middle of the course this year. Stephen Goddard raises a good point. No, I'm not laughing. We're not laughing at the booing. What was rather amusing about it is it was one single solitary
Just
fan.
one, yep.
Just the one. So rugby union fans in general are very well behaved, but
Just one.
One Souths fan.
Always the one. Trying to crack down on that this
How
year.
long's it been? What, 3 years, 4 years since Tristan was here?
Yeah, about 3, I reckon.
Long
yeah, a long time
memories.
ago. That, as you said before, memory of elephants.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't see a flag come out.
It's a rib rattler.
I mean, I'm
I
almost.
didn't see an arm come out.
No, I'd be intrigued. I'd quite like to go down there and hold the flag out.
Oh, floating
Ormsby with
forward.
the floater to McDonough. Tries to find a way around the outside. Doesn't get around the outside, and people are trying to get there in support. Flirting with the edge of the breakdown as well. Here it is here.
This late shot there.
Timmy Dawes has a look at the AR.
It's a tough one. As players are falling in those tackles,
Well,
you actually see it at the top level. A lot of those extras just get a little bit of body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you're trying to, defend the opposition players, Crossy, but that's no good.
It's no good, but you see it a lot. That's all I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
do.
defending that you see it a lot, and it sort of gets play on a lot.
Good line-up from South. Geez, we've got two good line-ups, two good set pieces at the moment, and Sagari trying to find a way through. The door is shut this time. Nice Sower, then out into midfield.
Seiko's strong man.
Very good lines of running
silky
again.
runner, isn't he?
Nice Sower, first receiver. That's
Man played a bunch of second grade.
Ziervogel has stepped in. Rock and I, seagulling out on that far side. And so was Timmy Dawes. Always knows where the play is going to end up. Tim Dawes. Rock and I again. Isoa again looks to straighten and does well. Wiggett now will have a sniff and a nice ball to his brother. That's the 22, not held. They are just going to reset from here. Wiggett, parity again over on this side. Rowe will attack the line. Take two. Breaks away, looks for the offload, gets the offload away. Gunnar Sakara kind of isolated at the moment. Lots of old Collegians shirts there. Wiggett inside. We'll find Ashby. Wiggett again. Bully Rua wants to slow things down a little bit. Big step off the right foot. Golding will rip. It's gone backwards though, so will be play on. Ziervogel tries to find a way through. Now we're seeing the patient Souths looking to build from inside the red zone. Loopy pass to Isoa. Short ball to Rockanai. Dealt with well. They can build again. Quicker ball. It goes to ground. Heaney takes on McDonough and sits him down. That's not an easy task. One of the best defensive wingers in the state, Liam McDonough. Sagari getting met hard in midfield. I'm really enjoying that battle in midfield. The younger Wiggett decides he wants to have a look at playing halfback. Gets to ground eventually. It's gone backwards again. Porter has to go get it. Does. Good offload. Sakara
stays in nice.
Does very well. Seems to be allergic to this touchline out here. Does not want to touch it. Great counter ruck from.
Yep.
And they had to.
Collegians have got
that was it. Really good counter ruck.
And out on the far side, Dave, McInerney, after that lovely bump, seems to have done himself a bit of mischief in the second follow-up tackle. So he's holding his ankle, and that'll be a
Wiggett to
hope
Wiggett.
for South supporters that he can pop up because he's a damaging ball runner out there.
Yeah, Rockanai's gone down as well. Just looking at benches, this is going to be the problem with both of these sides is fitness and benches. I know I spoke to Rob Smedley before the game, and he said he got a lot of boys backing up, and we've already seen Belleville,
well, including himself, Dave.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, he's supposed to be coaching.
He would have played third grade at some point.
He's supposed to be calling the shots on the sideline, and he played third grade earlier.
I don't think there's many.
They all played B grade as well. So
I don't think there's many clubs around South Australia that are going to get fresh reserves this year.
No, I don't think so. It's always the goal at the start of the season that we'll have fresh reserves this year, guys. That's the game plan. We'll be like the big boys. We'll
injuries
and we've got. It does look like Max coming off.
It's unfortunate.
So
not a day for those wingers.
No.
After Brian gone in the first bit.
Two wingers.
So that's Nick Howard who's going to make his way on.
He did play a full game of reserves.
It did well. I thought it light up the field a few times.
Graham at the back.
Oh,
just fell a little bit short, but they've managed to fix it. Out the back to Ormsby, and I think that's Rowe who's flown out the line.
A couple of good tackles from Sam Rowe.
Smedley, short ball to Coutser, then out to McDonough. McDonough will look for the outside, manages to shake away from the tackle, and then head down and make more yardage. Monfries again to Smedley. Monfries, Smedley again to Ormsby. Flat ball to Bartlett.
Just lost it, I think.
Shake away he has.
Yeah.
Scrum down, and the South scrum has been good. It's been a really good set-piece competition at the moment.
Yeah.
Just this last-minute connection. Ormsby normally at 10 has shifted into 12 and now pushing Bartlett into 13. It's they haven't done this all year, so this combination. So I think it's just getting them running a little bit, drifting a little bit across field.
Yeah,
yes. 10s naturally drift across field, so now at a 10 and a 12, both drifting across field.
Yeah.
I understand why Smedley has stepped in, but all he's doing is stopping a halfback pass and extending it. He's not at the moment adding anything. He's standing, catching, and releasing.
Yeah, well, he just needs to take the ball forward.
Yeah, we've got to see a little bit from him.
At least draw in flankers and 10.
Because all they've done is shifted that first receive
right.
out one. Another good strong scrum. Wiggett will find Isora's got to go. Steps out, he's got Kutzer to beat. Has he got the support? Yes, he does. Second try of the game for Renuku. Easy one.
What a beautiful backline play that was.
Very nice play.
But Isora is down. Kutzer hit him and hit him hard.
I was watching a few plays earlier. They were staying off Isora, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just staying off him a few times. He's thrown these dummy switches.
This is all very, very confusing. Does he go behind anybody? No.
No. Just no one actually marking up on him.
Looked like the shot up on Sam Rowe.
Watch the hit from Kutzer.
Just good contact.
It is, it's fine, but made him pay, didn't he?
Yes, you're right. 3 good hits from Kutzer.
Perfect. You know, I watched it a couple of times. Just Old Collegians just standing off, and so it was a matter of time before he realised, hang on, actually no one tackles me after I pass the ball.
Yes.
And Kutzer showed them how to do it. Little chip from Grebenshikov. And we are tied up again in the shadows of half-time.
Matty on the waters. Nice shirt he's got on.
Is that your head, is it?
Yeah, that's me.
We'll have to get a picture of Matty as he comes off from the next one.
You just got to counteract with a shirt of him.
Yeah.
Or you do the one better, a shirt of him wearing your shirt on your shirt.
Oh, wow. Never ending.
The Matrix, you know, you just go.
Yeah, my mum made those shirts for me.
High hanging kick from Ormsby. Good contest at the fall again. Old Coles have got it. Monfries, Smedley to Bartlett.
Great
Bartlett runs through. Isolated, so got to go. Steps out of a couple. Oh, my word. What a challenge from Renuku.
Such a blistering run from Chris Chips Bartlett. Just
great run.
I mean,
just a commitment to go through.
There's not a lot you can say. You can't.
There's not a lot on. He's just...
Like we say, it's just flat foot, stand, give, and it's all Bartlett from this point on.
No interest from the first two defenders.
What's this challenge, though? Talking of commitment.
That slapping hand. Oh, well done.
Good timing.
Like, he's horizontal.
Yeah.
For the diving
That's unbelievable.
crack. Yeah. Good
rugby all round.
He's picked up 2 tries. Look at this dive and attacking of the arm. That's wonderful.
So good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this live, then we need to let you know that during the week you are probably going to need some popcorn, because I think the highlights package is going to be about 3 hours long. Highlights package, soundtracked by Hans Zimmer. Little knock on, and that has given Old Coles a scrum in a very, very, very promising position.
It will be interesting to see how. Yeah, that's that danger, isn't it, of that exit play?
Having that exit play always got that.
It's when you go like, let's just kick it. You know, it's good when it works, but it is the risk it takes. Yeah, a drop ball or a good shot.
Especially on a day like this, bit wet, ball's a bit slippery.
So the South scrum has shown that it's got a little bit to it. Old Coles will need to be on their best behaviour on this one. 8, 9, 15 would be on, you would think.
Oh, with Kutzer in form, you'd think you're coming this grandstand side.
So still the South scrum, just settling everybody down. So it's Craig Earnshaw who's come off.
Has he?
Can't see him on the bench.
Oh, we go the other way.
Oh, hang on. Oh, he's just given the knock on. He said he was making an attempt.
Okay.
He's got away.
Oh, lucky.
The look on your face.
Oh.
Let's have a look.
Have a look. Is this an attempt at an intercept?
You got to have a realistic chance of getting it back.
I once heard referees talking about an underhand, kind of trying to pop it up, whether that's there or not. But
I mean, he would have had to have been very, 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 very good to take that in.
Yeah.
So we'll just rinse and repeat. Same spot, really. We're in red time.
I think the go is coming this way, though, away from the Old Collegians, away from the South's halfback.
I mean, this is the problem, though, is Souths are just disrupting. Here we go with Kuta. Kuta will step back inside.
And with
Kuta will get there.
What an outstanding try.
That is all individual effort.
Yep. South defenders having a sit and a think on that one of how do we prevent that, because the step itself slowed him down greatly, but he's got enough pace to then re-accelerate.
I mean, if the pole gets in the way, and at the end of the day, what we're talking about is nitpicking, because I think it was Grabenchikov who was there. I mean, I did look, and has he set his feet too early? No, he's not.
And then the
it's
pace.
just a good step, and then the pace.
pace.
And again, I mean, there's a lot of defenders in South Australia who are going to struggle with that. That's
never give your inside to Tristan.
Well, do you give him the outside, though?
Well, I don't know. Just don't give him the ball. I don't know. Let's come back to South.
So Villian will look to tie it up as we go into half-time.
Earnshaw must have come off for Arno.
Yeah, he definitely has, but I can't see Craig on the bench, which makes me wonder whether it's a fairly serious injury. Villian sends it on its way, dragged it, stays in front, and that will be half-time. We will be back to do the draw. I don't think you'll see us this afternoon. I don't think you will see us this afternoon, unfortunately. It will be a purely audio draw, and on that point, I can't see the Kia Stonic anywhere. But, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Kia Stonic, thanks to Morn Team Kia up at Port Adelaide. That is available as a raffle prize. Make sure you get in touch. All of the proceeds from that will help with junior touring. We will be back very, very shortly to do the draw for the $1,000. So welcome back, and thank you for joining us. We have a regular weekly thing on the live stream with My Money House. We'll be doing $1,000 cash every weekend. My maths is terrible, but how many rounds is there? Do we know? 16, 17 rounds? It's around $20,000 that you've...
Something like that,
$20,000 of prize money. Let's go with that. So Trav is from My Money House. He's going to be doing the drawing out. Thank you very much for your time. I've seen you working very, very hard. Draw it out for us, Trav.
No worries at all.
You can hear it shaking around. There we go.
Not looking.
There we go. Right, let's have a look. And the winner this week is Enid Behrens from Glandore. Congratulations, Enid. There is $1,000 that will make its way to you. Normally available on the Monday, so start planning a late Mother's Day dinner. Edith? We'll get there. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll come back for half number 2. So welcome back. We didn't get any insight. Well, we did get one insight. Craig Henshaw popped his shoulder up. Disappeared because he's probably gone to get that put in somewhere, somehow.
Driven to hospital by himself.
One-handed.
One-handed.
The keen-eyed of you will have noticed as well over on that far side in the first half, and he's now joined us on this near side. One Johan Pienaar making his return. I haven't seen him for ages, and the reason that you might not recognise him is he's lost a heap of weight. He looks really good and healthy. Congratulations, Johan. Well done.
Yeah, he refereed the reserve grade game earlier.
It looked really good. And the midfield battle just picks up where it left off, and we're off and running again.
Hard hits.
Ormsby trying to find a way through. Rowe again just holding on for grim death. Over to that far side. And try and pick up any changes they made at half-time. Wouldn't have thought so. And again, we just go into running into each other in midfield. Rock and I tried to read one. Graham with a big, strong run again. And met by Sam Rowe, Monfries into midfield.
McHeaney's back on.
Yeah, you can't I love the look from Bully at that point.
Bully.
Porter with the tackle on Bartlett. They're away again, and it's now intercepted.
Seiko.
Ladies and gentlemen, once, twice, 3 times a hat trick. That one's
Seiko.
as easy as Renuku.
He's looking good out there, old Seiko.
He has come to play today. So that is an interception apiece in the very early moments of the halves.
Read it beautifully.
Read it really well. They're the ones you dream of as a back, aren't they, Jack?
That's all you want. Nice interception. Under the sticks.
Untouched under the posts.
Smiles out.
Oh. That's why we love rugby.
He's learned it all from Emma Yates, I believe.
That's what I heard as well.
Yeah.
Shout out Emma Yates.
Very proud Emma Yates down there at the...
Has taught him a few things. He was terrible before he met her.
Conversion is good, and Souths will push out. 24 points to 17 on the Wojtek scoreboard. And that's from around halfway. If you're going to score a hat trick, that's a good way to do it.
Very much so.
Well, that's how we start halves.
Yes. Yep. Old Coast South.
Hey, I'm happy to make that a law. Just a foot race from halfway. We're going to reach half.
We need a try in 2 minutes, ideally an intercept.
So Ormsby will restart. Bully Ruarua, as he has done for most of the day, will take the restart.
Lost it, though.
Ball's out, and Arno Zeervogel had to go and fix it. It's all very scrappy at the moment, and it seems to have settled down a little bit. Rockeneye comes off the boundary fence and gets nothing for it. Good offload.
Counter ruck from Collegians.
The counter ruck from Collegians has been really good today. Rockeneye sits in at half-back. He's going to have a little pop. Good clean out. Sagari's look good as well.
Looking very good.
And you've got the new boy who played in reserves, the big number 12. Once he gets his feet under him, came from Rugby League. Very interesting and big backsline row. How's his hands? Hands are good enough. Heaney is back. Heaney's back on the park. That's not a terrible kick, but it sits nicely for Coutsa. What can Coutsa do?
This is bread and butter.
Shakes the first one, and then he's met by 2. Villian, flat ball to Ormsby. Almost got man and ball, but he got away from a couple. Porter comes across, manages to make the tackle. Monfries has a couple of options. One of them is Golding. Just a couple of extra meters. Now they can start to look and go. Short ball to Graham. The big red galloping through the middle. Not quite manages to get away, but they can go quick. Bartlett, Coutsa. Oh, Heaney got him. The arm and the flag comes out. Oh, that's going to be a talking point. We're still going for now. Edgar. Bartlett. More conventional tackle from Heaney that time. Flag is still out.
The rucks
Graham,
today,
and there's a stretcher coming out over on that far side. I think it's Wiggett's down.
Is that?
Desperate defence from the men from Clarence Gardens at the moment. I think if it goes open, we're going to stop.
Pause, otherwise you're going to run onto
Yeah.
this.
I think it's the younger Wiggett.
So we're having a replay here. I think if this is the one that shifts on, and I'm not sure.
Oh.
It's a glancing blow, but there is no arms.
There is no arms, and ladies and gentlemen, the groan came from Jack Johns, who is a Souths player, before we start getting the one-sided comments. It is the younger Wiggett. And they called for that stretcher almost straight away. Nothing looks out of place as such. That is Tom Wiggett. I haven't seen Ian Wiggett, who's the dad. I haven't seen him about today.
No.
Sure he must be, but I haven't seen him about today.
It's Tom's first year back after a couple of years.
He's already down there, so not sure how and why that happened, but he's in a bit of discomfort, the poor fella.
It's the call here. There's talk of no wrap. And
oh, you already seen that? Or just the talking to?
Yeah, just the actions to talking to. I think it's been okay.
That's Joel Wiggett with the tackle.
Sad sight.
Is still nothing there. So we can have a look at some scores around the ground. Burnside down at Onkaparinga seem to be winning that one 31 points to 0. The one here, Woodville 24 points up, 24-7 over Port Adelaide. And Brighton beating Elizabeth in Elizabeth, but only 14-0.
14-0, yeah. I mean, so many damaging plays. It's wonderful to see.
It's
just
great.
The competition picking up some of these clubs that have sat around the lower end of the ladder for years, just seeing them back and competitive.
Yeah, it's good.
It's brilliant.
Good comp.
Just exactly.
Yeah.
So good for the comp to see it. Elizabeth
Well, they were
playing
sat
well.
in.
To see
They were sat in fourth coming into this weekend.
Elizabeth.
Yep. Sat in fourth coming into this weekend. I mean, it wouldn't put it past them to get another bonus point.
Yeah.
Henry Williams will come on and replace Tom Wiggett. Only one Wiggett for us to worry about now.
Yeah.
We'll try and get some news on Tom at some point.
good attacking positions from Collegians.
Great attacking position. They just have that bog to deal with in midfield. They're going to start the rolling Molo Stanojevic. He was... I was going to say, I don't think he is okay.
No,
He didn't go through the middle. He swam right up the side. Just see it here. There he goes, right round the side.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a big, strong pest.
Yes.
But he's got to go through the middle.
Rules are rules.
Laws.
Laws. I apologise. I apologise.
Real taskmaster, Dave, isn't it? I was okay with rules. Good line out again. They go.
They're going to try. Oh, it's a great sack. Really good sack. Zeervogel, I think, was on the bottom of it.
And Edgar, who's hit the field, I think, in place of Smedley.
Oh.
McDonough loses his footing, and it'll knock on. And that's what we were talking about before the game. It's just that you've got to make sure of your footing. If you haven't got the long studs in, you have to make sure of your footing.
There's that overhand little cut, and
so is that? Is
he just drops it cold.
Oh no!
Is that Smedley gone?
Yeah, Smedley's come off, replaced by Carl Edgar.
So it will be interesting to see whether no disrespect to Rob Smedley, and I'm pretty sure that if he was here, he would say the same.
Sledge away.
We should see. Hopefully, you will see this backline just become a little bit more dynamic off the back of a set piece. Speaking of
Seiko should
good
run
set
it.
Piece. Going to look for that one out and the exit play again. Loads of time.
It's that sidewinder style of kicking.
It is. He's off his left foot and he's made Kuta work. Oh, it's a loopy one, and Bully Rua got enough. Manages to keep his feet though. Golding will step away from the first one and then he's met hard. Bootlaces for Jesh Graham.
Ho's good.
Oh, Ho's good. They've swapped jerseys on me and they're both wearing headgear. Thank you for that, gents. Isoa. Short ball to the midfield. Wigan again. That time the counter up not as successful. Isoa again will look into the middle. Rockenhigh.
Loves an unders ball.
And back to his support as well. Heaney. Grabenchka Shikov out the back, and then Sakara just waited and tried to find off the head from Heaney. Turned over.
Playing on.
Oh, Villian. Porter just made a mess of it, went through the middle, and they'll just try and work out how that made its way into touch. Old Collegians ball.
Heaney stepping into that.
Yeah, I was just having a look. I think
he just stepped into the first receiver. I don't think that's his position. I think both sides are quite lucky to have more than one first receiver.
Yep.
That didn't look straight, judging by.
There's that 10-12 combo.
Yeah, and he's
quick
met
ball to
like
Bartlett.
3 Souths jerseys. Ormsby fires it to McDonough. McKeaney got him, and again it's borderline. Didn't beat the clean out. Golding does enough. 16's got to work harder. Ryan.
No support.
Stanojevic up very, very quick and then finishes him off. Once again, and I tell you what, it's starting to bubble, ladies and gentlemen. Big whistle. It's about 3 in a row that Stanojevic has made himself known. There's the other one from Heaney. Again, he's just got to finish that off and do it properly. Got away with that one, I think, because he tackled him into Pino, but the arm was out again. The flag came out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Tyler Ryan, though, took a huge shot.
Body
slam.
It was the finish from Stanojevic.
The front-on body slams. You want to go to ground, I'll make you go to ground.
Lucky it wasn't in the mud.
Yeah. But it's just starting to simmer nicely at the moment, this game.
Lost the ball on the roof.
Might give us a chance to see. This is the hit here. So Ryan
gets him, holds him, and then
because his body position's wrong, and then
reverses it.
Then we'll just finish it. There you go. I don't see anything wrong with that.
No.
Monfries. Ho's good. Mucky again. Monfries will get it out though. Scott. Patient again from Old Coles. Ormsby attacks the line. Rockenhigh attacks right back. With the assistant supporter, Rockenhigh stolen it. I tell you what, you can see why he was there or thereabouts in the Don Smith medal count. Don Smith medal count last year.
And that chip kick style finds touch.
Yep, good kick from Lukey.
It's like a halfback box kick, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know where he learnt that one from. Must be some New South Wales
Or like
technique.
the goalie,
Yeah,
the sidewinder. Bartlett, as he's got used to getting through a mountain of work.
He has gone through a mountain of work. Coutser again, and again they're on parity out here, and Rowe is very, very well. He's lost it though, illegally entered from the side. Jack, I'm just watching this now. I think Chris has to put his arm around McKeaney. That's another one. Watch now.
Yeah.
He's front on and there's no arms. There's not a lot in that one, but it seems to be every time one-on-one contact. He's just lazy with the arms. Chris needs to either look at talking him out, talking him down, or replacing him.
Yeah, it's a tough one because he's just, I don't know, it's very on and off.
It is, and I mean, I've known Mac for a long time, and he does tend to drop that red mist every now and again, but that's why I'm saying Chris just needs to settle him down. They've gone off the top this time! And Max Monfries did not want any part of Rock and I. It was not looking the ball into the hands at that point.
Throw was great.
Good line-outs all day.
Right deep, uncontested, and then the trouble here is Jeshua just dropping it on his toes, and it's not what a halfback needs.
No, Big Red will obviously put his hand up for that one when you sit down and do your review during the week, which I'm sure you do at Old Coles.
Thank you to the video streamings, we certainly do.
Big Red, I'm sure, will get some hydration for Max.
Makes for an easy training session as well.
I bet you it does.
Watching a video.
Save it for a cold night.
Especially the highlight reel, go for hours.
It will. We'll need to sit down and get comfy for the highlights this week. Out the back straight away. And just doesn't seem to get himself overly comfortable. Just Grabench kickoff.
Yeah.
Another Old Coles line-up. Chance to make amends straight away.
It's good again.
Flat ball. Bartlett again puts his hand up for the big work. Bully Rua that time got
snapping
hands
back.
On. Kuta, they have got space. And there's another one there.
It's a change up from Collegians, snapping back. Lots of numbers, just needed it almost gently through the hands. There was a decent overlap. Hands up, just the next pass on, and he has tried, and Rugby players do what they do. If it's not in my zone, I don't want it.
Yeah, it's not mine if it's behind me.
Mr. Gunning just trying to speed up the South's lineup.
And that was a 3-on-1.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, we've talked about it most of the time, and that's a bit scrappy, and Wiggett has to work hard. And
shot.
That was good. The second row with a free shot on a halfback, they're going to love it. Isoa has to pick it off his bootlaces, short ball. Manages to find a way through to Sagari, who makes some good yardage. Zeervogel, isolated. Had enough support. Isoa again, out the back.
Seiko
looks around on the outside to Gunnar Sakara.
The footwork.
They've gone blind.
Grabenchikov. No support.
As Kuta sends it in field, not a bad option. McDonough calls the mark.
It was a perfect chip to McDonough. McDonough was on the goal square in the same team. It was lovely.
It's probably not the worst idea, and Kuta's gone down.
He's got through so much work.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. And he's
so
cramping up, it looks like.
There's a banana kick from Liam McDonough to find touch, and Tristan gets through a mountain of running, heavy contact. I mean, you run that fast, the contact's going to be heavy every time.
Well, he's found himself in this position on a number of occasions because, again, this is a try saver from Kuta.
Yep. And he goes, I'll just pop it to you.
McDonough was coming across. McDonough might have got it. Speaking of players who've changed clubs, there was John Mokamoko.
Yeah.
As a trainer today.
A trainer now, probably for the rest of the season. Had a head injury like yourself, Jack.
Yeah.
And sort of hung the boots for the year.
It's probably what I should be doing, to be honest.
Oh, ball again. Met hard by Scott. Isoa again will take it to the line. He's fighting hard to get a knee down. Does get down eventually, and that Old Coles player's going to have to move. Oh, scored them all.
Oh, it's worked.
Oh, thank you, David Gunning. I had that conversation with him so many times last year. Call them all early, which he has.
Well done. Great shot from Hugh Scott. have a look at this on replay. He's picked out who the runner is. Bang.
Textbook, ladies and gentlemen. Cheek to cheek.
Got a sub coming on. Felix DePoris. He's from Newcastle. Moved down this year, so he's
Played
been playing.
flank in the reserves.
Yeah,
Absolutely
playing.
carved
Yeah.
up. Dummies,
Yeah,
goose steps.
he's a quick fella. Yeah. Harry Ashby.
I wonder whether there was a conversation then between Rock and I and what's his name? Tapouris?
DePoris, yeah.
Tapouris? Oh, do you want to go hooker and I'll go back row? No.
Nah, yeah. Felix like that, no.
You
Yeah.
stay there. I might be doing Rock and I a disservice, but that's what it looked like. Hold Coles away, Monfries. And just skip it down towards the
Good
22. And this line-out battle has been absolutely wonderful.
Seems a real focus from Collegians in this half to win that territory game. Trying to stay parked in this side of halfway.
Souths are really running it a bit more.
And doing it well, doing it well, yeah.
And defensively, they've had to work. Old Coles are really knocking on the door.
Great line out.
Oh, arm goes out for the knock on. Nothing from Johan on this side. Just the knock on, but
It was a knock on. There was an arm that ended up
is
around
it just a lazy one?
I mean, it was like already knocked on. Ooh.
It's just a lazy one, but yeah.
And a good bit of Hollywood at the end.
Stop it. Soccer club's over that way. So another scrum. It's been absolutely enthralling. This, what are we, an hour gone?
Yeah.
On the Wojtek scoreboard.
Sun coming out.
Sun
See.
dropped below the clouds. So difficult time for Mr. Villion and Kuza and
big
South
scrum.
have just absolutely destroyed the
Boris,
scrum.
clean up.
And they've turned it over. Grebenshikov to Rowe. Rowe will straighten,
Good run.
as he usually does. Drags players with him, but good. Jackal attempt, Isoa. They had lazy runners in midfield. If they'd spread it, they could have gone. Isoa again. Will float it over the top. They got a 2-on-1. What can they do with it? He's burnt him. He's got to work hard and get in and support, which he does. And South will get the support. Rock and I. The opposite from Rock and I. He wanted the contact before he saw the ball in. Monfries will just hack it away. Grebenshikov. There's a whole field in front of him. Decides to take on Monfries. Just to shake away from a couple.
And there's players all over the field here.
Yeah,
Must be
this
holding
is
plenty.
this is the bread and butter of Southern Suburbs rugby. Broken field rugby.
Yep.
Just settled down a little bit now. Rock and I sends it into midfield to Sagari. He'll put the ball to boot.
I don't think I've ever seen him kick before in my life.
It's those tired bodies. Has the tired options. Oh,
We are playing 15-man sevens at the moment.
we are. It's going. There's hands.
We're away.
Some numbers.
There's an overlap here, but he's decided to straighten. And Isoa again will manage to shut the door. Big Red came off the boundary fence in midfield to Dawes, and he just rolled away from Rock and I. That is experience versus youth in a nutshell right there. Rock and I again with an important challenge in midfield. Kuza straightens, can't find a way through, offloads to Monfries. Monfries will find Ormsby. Ormsby runs into a little bit of a dead end. We're still going.
Pick and go from Howlett.
And then another one from Burgess.
Jeez, there's tired bodies littered.
Right, and there's a number of minutes to go, so this could get very entertaining in the last 20 minutes of this one. Monfries to Bartlett. Bartlett steps inside. Good challenge from Zeervogel. 3 players drawn in. Can they get it away quickly? Stanojevic just destroys it. It is just an absolute cluster in there at the moment. Wigan will get it. They've got numbers. They're away again. Now onto this near side. Howard, great tackle from McDonough. The inside ball. We're still going. Howard will send it back, and Wigan decides that a line out here is probably not a bad idea.
Look, outstanding defence from Kane Golding and Liam McDonough out here. They were outnumbered.
Yeah.
Communication here. Push wider.
Done well there. Howard's done well keeping the ball in first attempt.
Liam's marked 2 players.
Ormsby's down. Bartlett is stretching.
Excellent.
Great tackle.
Oh, there's players everywhere.
It's like the opening sequence of Saving Private Ryan.
That's a reference I get.
There, he's Buffy gets that one. But look, there's a 3-on-2 here, and they've defended this very well, Collegians.
Very nice. Good drifting.
We'll see whether we can get a spot of the T-shirt, the water carrier down there in the white T-shirt,
that's a
gentlemen.
good
clip. We want a shot of the T-shirt.
A well-needed drink break.
Rob Smedley is back. And now he's managed to get away again, Matty. What's your socials, Jack? I'm sure we'll get a picture of it. Let people know your socials.
Oh, Jack Johns 911 on Instagram. Yeah, hit me up. I'll give you a shirt if you want.
Selling merch as well.
Yeah.
So Smedley looks like he's replaced Monfries into halfback.
He's not in this ruck.
Very nearly again, I saw, with hands on. Kutza out there in the sunlight. Met again by a wall of red and green.
Defence today has been amazing.
Villian away. He will kick to the centre and hope that there are chasers there. The chaser is Rob Smedley. Villian has to go and make his own covering tackle, but Souths have the ball again and are on the front foot. And you have to say that the old Collegians defenders will be dying for a set piece. Start to see Mr. Smedley have conversations with Mr. Gunning at every single possible time. He's away again, looks for the offload, gets the offload. Grabinskov just couldn't keep hold of it. Kutza now, broken field rugby, it's going to bounce its way through. Howard has to find a way. Bartlett gets it. Bully Ruaru has gone down in front of us holding a hamstring.
I almost don't know what's going on here.
Multiple tired bodies everywhere.
Yeah. Sagari has been being worked on for a while.
This offload, though, was almost something amazing.
He has been a revelation today as well. I tell you what, that's that covering tackle from Big Red Josh Graham. Has he gone to a pocket here? He's just checking he's still got them. I think he thinks he might need them.
Oh, one sloppy offload to another.
Just saw on the left of your screen there, Bully Ruarua go down like he'd been shot in the back of the leg. Hands on heads, hands on knees.
War zone out there.
So the backs get a break here, which is nice for the backs.
Yep.
Forwards have to go again.
Big scrum from Collegians.
Great scrum from Collegians. Smedley out to Villian. Villian will try and run around the outside. Can't get away. Has to work hard. That's working very hard on the ground to get the place. Just lost it a little bit. Is that Golding who's managed to find a way through? Smedley. Probably a time for him to just stamp his authority in and around the breakdown. And
Smedley settling it down a little bit.
That's what needs to happen, you would think. Howlett. Man and ball for Ormsby, but manages to get away with it. Bartlett inside. Again will attract the attention of more than one. Ormsby's down again. Don't know how much longer he's going to be able to stay out there. Graham, nice hands from the big fella to Hosegood. Hosegood with the offload as well. Burgess into the 22.
Bodies everywhere.
They need a try and they need it quickly. Because if they score one, they need to go again. Again, it's just a mess around the breakdown, and Souths will get the set play.
What great desperation defence. Collegians been down this part of the field many times, but not getting the points.
Ormsby, I think.
And there's not a lot of backup. I'd be interested to see if he's unable to continue, who's going to come on.
He's cramping up. Well, I mean, you'd almost have to. Did they bring Monfreese off just for a tactical decision because he's run himself, or can he go back on and move Smedley back to 10, or Monfreese at 10?
Well, I mean, you could bring Andrew Burgess out of the pack.
Yeah, I mean, I'd much rather see, if they did bring Monfreese back on, I'd much rather see Smedley stay in that 9.
Yeah.
As much as it's been a bone of contention for me over the last couple of years with Rob playing in that position, that he does slow it down. I think they need to right now.
Well, we had him in thirds. He was playing 9. Picked up 2 tries fairly quickly. He's a handy 9. And controls. Talks to the forwards, talks to the backs.
Control. I think
knows when to slow it down, knows when to speed it up.
I think if you're looking at an A-grade halfback, we'll probably admit that the game's probably gone a little bit past him.
Gutsy from Trent Ormsby.
But right now, they do need to just pump the brakes a little bit. There is time.
Yep.
There's 10 minutes to go. It is a 2-score game. 10 minutes plus red time.
Wonder if South will do the hit up and kick again.
Yeah, the exit play, the 12 carry.
Well, they got 2 back in the pocket. They got Grabinshikov and Rowe, but they've gone with the 8 pickup. So there's the first stage of their exit play. There's no one really back in the pocket.
Trouble.
Pulirua does well to support. Now they've got back in the pocket and
around the side.
He just doesn't seem to settle. He's got very nervous feet.
Yeah.
Look, it's a style, guys. He's going with it.
Found touch.
It's found touch. It's generally found touch most times. Hasn't made a swagger distance.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to charge it down. Hard to read.
Yeah, it goes around you from the left foot.
Oh, hey, hang on.
Vinny. No.
We're going Bartlett. Oh, Edgar.
Sam Rowe. Good tackle.
How many times have we said that today?
5 or 6, I reckon.
They're away again, and Scott, this time going forward, again takes the attention of a couple of South defenders, but as per usual today, last-ditch stuff, they've managed to hold it on. How long can they hold it on for? Edgar edging ever closer. That's the 5-meter line you can see. Smedley will send it to Ryan.
There you see Smedley just slowing it down, but
Ryan's got himself in a horrible body position as well. Hands in the ruck. They got away with one.
Tap.
Smedley is gone. Dawes. Short ball to Howlett. Inside the 5 again. Souths need discipline. Still going, absolutely desperate. Calls for a knock-on, not given. He is over the line, I think. Ball's not down just yet. It's going to come back again. Out to the right again, trying to burrow away through. Underneath it.
He's ripped it.
Underneath it, I think that's your boy from
Felix from Newcastle.
That's a couple.
Not a lot of cheering from the Collegians off the side.
Oh,
I think he did all right with that one. But there's an interesting one, I think, a couple of phases before, where Zeervogel made a tackle while on the ground. So, again, technically correct. But it's desperation stuff at the moment.
I'd say on the drop.
Yeah.
On the drop and then ripped.
Yeah.
But it certainly looked like there was nothing between the ball and the floor.
That would have made the game interesting, that one.
Well, Collegians, if they're going to get back in, this needs to be a converted try, really, off this play. They need, in the next 2-3 phases, to get points from this.
Yeah.
Otherwise the clock will get
5 minutes.
I've just had an update as well. I'll try and get this in as quickly as possible. A score from Elizabeth, Womber Reserve. Brighton 14, Elizabeth 14. They're away on that far side again. Coutser!
Done it.
Cannot stop him from that close to the line. Gets himself a hat trick in style for solo tries.
Absolutely deserves that one. He has been the spark for Old Collegians today.
Unbelievable. There's no play. There's nothing set. It's just that big step gone.
There's
and then
nothing
power.
you can do, and then he reaches
well
out.
Done.
Great finish by Coutser.
Never heard South so quiet after
Do you know what?
Tristan scoring.
Genuinely, I'm having to work to talk because the game is so engrossing. I have to keep reminding myself that I have to talk about this. Kick to come. We'll put it 2 points to difference. It's not an easy one for Ormsby. Well, has been suffering with cramp. That score from Womber Reserve deserves some talking. We'll try and get that when we after this kick. Sent it on its way. It just doesn't quite make it from Ormsby. 14 points apiece at Womber Reserve.
Wow.
Elizabeth
took the
holding
first scalp.
Brighton.
Took the
That's
Burnside
awesome.
scalp a few weeks ago. If they took a Brighton scalp, that would be a party.
Well,
down there at
looking
Yeah.
for the set of the big four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, certainly asking some questions about whether they should be involved in that top four conversation. Driven long. Smedley will take over. There is a try in it. There is 4 and a minute.
Who do you do?
4 minutes and change. He's okay. They took him down safely. 4 minutes and change. There is one score in it. Ormsby to Dawes. Again, that experience of him able just to roll through the contact. Ormsby puts the ball on the boot. It's going to be a South line-out.
What can they do from here?
What?
Well, I'll say it's the first time they've been over the halfway for quite a while in the second half.
Yeah.
It's Coutser again. I don't think his legs never really went past parallel, so looks okay for mine. Porter, great
taken
work
by
from
Howler.
Graham at the front. Howler is away, beats a couple. Stanojevic will get him. Now the Old Collegians crowd lift. Ormsby, flat ball! Very gnarly from Sagari, but they're away. Scott can't quite beat the tackle. Flat ball, Ormsby gets away from a winger into the 22. Grebenchikov will get him. Counter ruck comes from South. Smedley again. Out towards Coutser. Coutser puts it on the boot, loses it. It's going to come back Old Collegians' way. Smedley again, just happy to take the sting out of it. Golding goes to ground with it again. Smedley now fully in control. Coutser again. Bartlett will jog his way around to this side as well. Ryan will just add another couple of meters to this.
Oh.
Taking it off in bite-sized chunks at the moment. Dawes probably will ask someone to come with him. It has to be a try. A drop goal isn't enough. Huge defense from Stanojevic. Smedley out to that far side to Edgar. He has to work hard to get to ground.
Is that a maul?
Depends on at what point he's called it. I think he has called it. He has called it.
Good defence there.
Just body position crossing.
It was just almost that intercept again over the ice, but then just excellent play afterwards to get back to this position where it's been for most of the second half.
Oh, I tell you what.
I reckon he's wearing Bully's headgear as well.
And that's Ormsby. Day is finished after an excellent break downfield afterwards.
So what has the change?
I'd be
Bartlett's
Smedley.
late.
Oh, we've got Max Montfrey's back on. So Smedley's
Smedley
back
has
into
gone
his
to 10.
fly half position.
Every
Trent's put
now
an
and
absolute
again,
shift.
there will be single moments in games that you can look back on that will have turned a tide. For old Collegians, it is this moment. They have to win this against the Head. For Souths,
Will they kick it out?
they need an exit play.
Big run.
Oh, he's away. Cigari's away. He's going to get the 2-on-1. Has to pick it up from behind him. He's got support. Old Collegians streaming backwards. Seems to have been knocked out of the hand, but Grabinchikov now will try and find a way through. Old Collegians managing to get some sort of defensive setup sorted. Wiggett out to that far side.
Kick it out.
It's in red time now. There will be more time. With the number of injuries they've had, I reckon the clock will have stopped a couple of times.
Don't worry about that clock, Jack.
That one's done. We're in red time. Isoa takes it to the line. Golding will make the challenge. Wiggett.
Big pass.
Loopy pass over the top to Rowe. Rowe will send it! Can he get there? He gets it down. The flag goes up. There's more in this one. There is more in this one.
Wow. I mean, the breakout from their 22.
Great play.
That pick and go.
If they're going to go, they have to go coast to coast.
Ooh.
Graham has had to go. Big line out for old Collegians. There will probably be no exit play here. Monfries to Smedley into midfield to Scott Burgess.
Sloppy.
Penalty. Not holding his own weight.
And Collegians need that.
Dave Gunning's spoken to the script writers. We'll have asked whether they've got time. Well, they get it anyway. Monfrey's not gone. Howard can sit underneath it. Grabinchikov shouts of get it out.
Big hit.
They're going to try and hold him up. Gets the ground. They will know how much time they have. Wiggett, Isoa.
By himself.
Two men there, just out the back.
To Porus.
He beats one. Beats the second one. Third one gets him. Wiggett, Isoa. Looks for a gap. Finds a gap. Rockeneye!
Senela!
Here will send
Very nice.
Bailey Reserve to its feet.
No way.
We have seen them every single time we have come and seen them play the big boys. Souths have been close and dropped off. Ladies and gentlemen, they have put together 80 minutes of rugby this week. And it looks like they're going to take the biscuits in their 75th year.
What a game.
And I tell you what, 2021, let's hope it is the new normal. The top four have been rocked and shaken on more than one occasion. The so-called Big Four, who are in the conversation every year, have been punched and beaten and stunned on more than one occasion. And another one of the established big boys is going to come away tasting defeat from the pretenders to the throne.
This comp is wide open now. It's very exciting times for SA Rugby.
Yeah, you're right. Around the body again. He loves it.
I mean, that's okay.
And
that will do it. And Souths will win this one.
There you go.
33 points to 22. An 11-point margin. An absolutely wonderful game. Ladies and gentlemen, we can watch these every single week. It has been an absolute pleasure to be here today for both of the games, the reserve game and the Premier Grade game. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I'm just buying time. I want to get us an update. Still 14 points apiece at Walmer Reserve. Keep an eye on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, from Bailey Reserve, Souths in the 75th year.
What a game.
Throw a cat amongst the pigeons again.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Dave Webb, joined by Pete Cross and Jack Johns. It's been a pleasure to spend the afternoon with you. I'll speak to you
Thank
again
you.
next week. Good afternoon.